Hello everyone, welcome to another video. And now this one's pretty late. I've been struggling with inspiration and some other stuff. But I know I may be looking very tired. That is because I am. It is currently 3 in the morning. Yeah, I'm tired. But I had a good day. It's all good. I recently have been playing Europa Universalis. Am I saying it right? Universalis 5. My first game in the EU genre, right? It was frustrating at first. I will say that so. It was very frustrating, but the more I played it, the more I understood, and I'd watch some videos about the game because it's like my first one. I don't know anything about it, and I'm genuinely enjoying it. It's another well-crafted game. I'll be getting Outriders next to try that one out soon enough, if money permits. But this has been a fun endeavor. It's if you guys don't know what it is, it's basically a game from the early 13th century to early I think it was 18th century. I haven't even gotten there yet, right? Like, it generally takes you so long for a certain campaign playthrough just to get to the end game, and I've never done that so far. I think the latest I've gotten was like 1550s, but I've restarted so many times just to get a good run that I can enjoy, right? And then when you want achievements, you have to play on Iron mode, and then Iron Man mode is you only get one save file, and if something messes up, well, you're kind of screwed for the entire thing unless you can bring it back. I'm not that skilled yet into this game, but I do enjoy. And I was struggling for inspiration because I was like, oh yeah, I'm gonna play this game. I've been waiting for a while, 6 years, because I saw EU4 and I was like, oh, this is a pretty cool game. I'm a big history nut. I love history, but I didn't really know how to get into the old games. Like, I was there for the beginning. It's hard to get into. Then you had all this DLC that made the game for what it is everyone says it is, and I didn't want to spend like a lot of money to get in all the DLCs, right? But genuinely, when I was playing this one, I was like, wow, this is a awesome game. This is an awesome game because you have literally, how I would say, you have a good economic system, you have a good diplomatic system, you have a good building mechanic system. Like, the old one was based off of mana points, and that's like you get points in a certain thing, and it's a whole thing that I'm glad it's gone. But what is good is that it takes essence from other games, of other history games, right? From Crusader Kings 3 to Victoria 3 to all the ones in between of these map games, these long history games of certain time periods of our life, and put a little flair to it. Like I'm saying, you can have historical, where the AI will play historical paths and routes to the best of their abilities in the game for that which they can do. And then you have other stuff. You can randomize it, have each run that's different. You can play as Native Americans. You can play as the early Russians or Englishmen during the 100 Years' War. I thought that was awesome. And the more I played it, the more I got sucked in. Like, right now, I'm looking at it. I have 132 hours on it. Like, I put on some real unemployment hours of game time in this, and I haven't even completed a full campaign yet. Then it just goes to show that when people take their time with passion and with enough resources, they can output a good game. And me being in the gaming sphere, seeing Black Ops 6. What is it, the new shooter game? I don't even remember at this point. There's so many numbers. There's so many. I'm tired, and there's so many other things. I just see it, and I'm like, it's boring to me. It's boring to me. Receiving the same old slop over and over again, not being valued as a consumer. And I'm like, I'm glad I pulled out my money out of a franchise early, because I'm glad the younger me didn't have to see what it sees today. I'm glad that I was able to grow up detaching myself from the fondness of childhood memories that I had with Pokemon, with the Modern Warfare series, the Black Ops series, and all these great artistic inspirations of multiple medias to this day be ruined by one thing in general, is greed. Greed in itself, it destroys. It destroys, right? Your lust for money, for physical pleasures, corrupts. And I get it. Number go up. I understand. I do. I struggle with it too. But not to a point where it consumes me. Because I heard something really good today. Hopefully I can remember it right. But when you're searching to be accepted, you're really just searching to be loved by your family. Oh, I'm paraphrasing. I'm gonna cut that. But with the greed of all these corporations and all these big businesses, corporate America, you love it. It shows me I'm very optimistic. I look on things that it will get better, and if it's not, make it. It makes me feel sad, and I'm like, it's alright, but not in the sadness of like, oh, it sucks. It's like, you disappoint me when you could have been so much more. Something so great has fallen so far. And I'm glad that it is. I'm glad that the chapter's finally closing. I'm glad that it is finishing. Because one way or another, when you don't perform, you eventually slow down and die. You know, I'm really liking, well, this whole YouTube venture of mine. Tea. Started drinking it. It's nice. Because I started to realize something about myself as well when I make these things. I try to be real. I try to be artistic. I try to be a lot of things. And at the same time, I just need to be myself. And me just talking to a camera. That's it. You know, I didn't really plan this one out. I didn't want to do anything like that. But if you are interested in map games, I would definitely check out playing EU5. It is very complex. It is very well crafted. It has a lot of content within the game. It has a lot of meat to the bone. It's not that much space. Like, you see, it's very optimized. And I thought that was very impressive with all these other games coming out to being 60 plus gigabytes. And You can only have, like, if you're a console player, I couldn't even imagine. You would have to have a terabyte drive to even own more than 10 games. But I'm glad that some people have realized by a big publisher of Paradox Games. They are a AAA gaming publisher, right? And there's a difference between a publisher and a developer. But I do know that publishers fund the developers. So that's why you're seeing a lot of times that these big brands with these games being put out there with a lot of money invested, but they're investing it in the wrong ways. And that's where it's going wrong. So, yes, praise to Paradox for actually taking the time and putting the investment in the right baskets, but also yes to the developers who have well crafted and taken their time to optimize the experience. They have done a good job so well that it left a mark. I'll say that. Yeah, nothing else to talk about. I just want to say this game has been basically sucking me in for the last week or so. I've been having basically artist block within myself to continue doing this, to be real. I don't know. And that's alright. You don't need to know everything all the time. But a good sense of direction is always helpful. You know, my dad did say this. I'll end it off with that. That if you're scared of failing, and if you never tried, you already fail. Because if you don't try, there's no doing. You're left there and you're at stagnation. You're sitting. And when you sit, you get comfortable. And when you get comfortable, you get lazy. And when you're lazy, you're unproductive, and you still fail. So maybe this is take it from a stranger, right? From the internet. So with a grain of salt. Don't be afraid to try different things. Because who knows, you may just like it. Have a good one. I am Khalil. My alias is Kavoid. People call me Void on the internet. If you enjoy these videos, just show me a little love and subscribe. Thank you, and have a good night.